What if a single region could raise prices across the entire world overnight? What if the cost of your fuel, your food, and even your daily life depended on a narrow stretch of water most people have never seen? And what if that pressure point is closer to breaking than ever before? This is not just about conflict. This is about how the global economy really works and how fragile it actually is. Part 1. The location that controls global energy. Most people don't think about Iran when they think about their daily expenses, but they should, because Iran sits next to one of the most critical energy choke points in the world, the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow passage connects major oil-producing regions to the global market. Roughly 1/5 of the world's oil supply passes through it every single day. That means millions of barrels of oil moving through a space so tight, so strategically sensitive, that even a small disruption can have massive consequences. Now think about this carefully. If that flow slows down even slightly, what happens to supply? And when supply drops, even temporarily, what happens to prices? Because oil is not just another commodity, it is the foundation of modern civilization. It powers transportation, it drives industrial production, it fuels global trade. And when oil moves, the world moves. But when it stops, everything feels it. Part 2. Why oil prices react before anything happens. One of the most misunderstood realities of global markets is this. Prices don't wait for events, they react to expectations. The moment tensions rise around Iran, markets begin to price in risk. Even without a single shot fired, oil prices can surge. Why? Because traders, governments, and corporations are all asking the same question. What if supply is disrupted? And in a system that depends on continuous flow, uncertainty is enough to trigger a shock. This creates a powerful chain reaction. Energy companies raise prices. Transportation costs increase, manufacturing becomes more expensive, and those costs don't stay at the top level. They move downward into everyday life. Now ask yourself, when fuel costs rise, how many industries are affected? The answer is simple, almost all of them. From agriculture to logistics, from retail to construction, everything becomes more expensive. This is how a regional tension becomes a global economic force. Part 3. The hidden spread of inflation. Once oil prices increase, the impact spreads, often in ways people don't immediately notice. In major economies like the United States, Canada, and Australia, energy costs play a direct role in inflation. Higher energy costs mean higher food prices, higher transportation costs, higher production expenses. Businesses respond by raising prices, consumers respond by spending less, and economies begin to slow down. This creates a dangerous economic condition known as stagflation, where inflation remains high, but growth begins to fall. This is one of the most difficult scenarios for governments to manage, because the usual solutions don't work easily. Lower interest rates, that can increase inflation. Raise rates, that can slow the economy even further. Now consider this. What happens when people are paying more but earning less? What happens when economic pressure builds across multiple countries at the same time? Part 4. Global trade and supply chains under pressure. The impact of Iran is not limited to oil. The region is deeply connected to global shipping routes, and global trade depends on stability. If tensions escalate, shipping routes may be rerouted. Insurance costs for cargo increase. Delivery times become unpredictable. And in a world built on efficiency, delays create disruption. Modern supply chains are optimized for speed and cost, not for uncertainty. This means even small disruptions can create large-scale consequences. Shortages begin to appear, prices increase further, and businesses struggle to maintain consistency. Now think about your daily life. The products you use, electronics, food, clothing, how many of them depend on global supply chains? If those chains slow down, what happens to availability? And when availability drops, what happens next? Part 5. The bigger picture, a connected global system. The most important thing to understand is this. This is not just about Iran. This is about how interconnected the modern world has become. Today's global economy is not built in isolated pieces. It is a network. Energy, trade, finance, and technology are all connected. And in a connected system, a disruption in one area spreads rapidly. This is why events in one region can affect billions of people. Fuel prices in one country rise because of tension thousands of miles away. Food prices increase because transportation costs go up. Businesses change hiring decisions because uncertainty grows. This is not a future scenario. This is already happening. And the speed at which these effects spread is faster than ever before. So the real question is not whether Iran can impact the global economy. It already can. The real question is, how prepared is the world for the next disruption? And more importantly, how prepared are you? This is not just a regional issue. It is a global pressure point. And in a system where everything is connected, no shock remains local for long. The next time prices rise, the cause may be far away, but the impact will be right in front of you.